the final round 2 match. It's the last standard seed that there is.
Oh, that's a standard. That's like...
Finally, no longer do I have to look at the match number to see if I give it the standard seed or not. It's finally done. This is it. We've been waiting on this match for a while. I'm just making sure all the players know I'm about to start my countdown, and then we're gonna go. We got DevDo and Crash2 versus Clifford and Historian Frank.
I'm gonna get a drink real quick, actually, before we start. I'll be right back.
Okay. I'm gonna start us down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. This is a long-awaited round 2 lower bracket race. It's been holding up things a little bit. Once this race is complete, we will finally be full scale into round 3 open only. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 open round 3 games to do, and then it's round 4 from there on out. We've already had one round 4 game completed. We just had one round 4 game. That's the only one. After this, round 3 and 4 is all we'll be into, and we're actually in the lower bracket of round 3, so round 3 is already wrapping up. We're getting pretty far into this tournament at this point. We're 65% of the way through, thereabouts.
Alright, I'm back.
You missed the red cane, that's all.
Oh, damn. Yeah, man, it's so awkward to see Escape again.
And Power
because
Gloves.
SRL... No, nice. SRL announced their new tournament and now everyone's doing open.
Yeah. This is the last standard seed I ever want to see, honestly. I don't want to do the weekly.
Standard?
Isn't the weekly standard?
The weekly is standard, yeah. We did weekly earlier. That was the first standard I've done in a long time.
I missed that because I had a race.
Yeah, I heard. It was DT and Emma versus Nini and someone else.
Very close race.
Damn. I might have to rewatch that.
A lot of deaths, a lot of hazards happening.
I tuned in after the weekly and saw 2 people die to Vitreous.
Yeah.
But that's about as much as I caught of it.
Vitreous got like 5 kills. He killed
damn.
He killed everybody, pretty much.
Vitreous on Master Sword is surprisingly difficult.
Hammer.
Oh my god, a hammer. This is a really nice escape.
The rest of the tournament will be open, possibly swordless, remains to be seen. We'll see about that, I'm not sure.
I'm not sure about that either.
That would be one hell of a final match, but
yeah.
It would be something that the players would know a week in advance.
Swapping to the hammer to get some more damage in with Clifford. Not a bad idea, but I think the sword is still faster if you do it right. Sure as hell gonna help on the ball and chain guard though. He does the 2 hits of that hammer.
Yeah. We had to kill him in the last race with the red cane.
The ball and chain guard? Oh,
Yeah.
right, because it was open. Right.
They had nothing. They used the red cane as the primary weapon for the first 30
You can
minutes.
just use the pods. That should have been. You can use the pods. Those should have been faster than the red cane, shouldn't they?
Yeah, they should have, but they didn't. They didn't do that. How's Triforce Hunt? The new one I haven't tried yet.
I did 1 run so far. It's fun. It's fun. It's kind of awkward because you don't really know where you're looking for stuff, but the goal is just to check as many chests as possible, as quickly as possible. It was good fun though.
I wonder how it would be with teams. Confusing.
Yeah, it sounds pretty interesting. I did my first pedestal seed today. Like the goal was just to pull the pedestal item. This was complete hell, but it's also an interesting mode.
That seems like a mode that can be worse than any other mode, potentially.
It can be way worse. Most of the runs are under an hour, or so I've been told. Ours was 2:19 for the fastest time.
2 minutes?
2 hours.
Dang.
I wish. Yeah, we had like Ether to get into Mire, and it was in validation chest in Cannon's Tower. It was pretty terrible.
Yeah, that can happen.
Yep.
It's just unlikely, but it could.
One thing I hate and love at the same time about Standard is how you get that side-by-side comparison of everyone doing Escape.
Oh,
Ooh,
Clifford died.
taking a
Escape.
death. Oh, that's costly.
Where'd he get put? Oh man,
I
that
think
sucks.
you lose Zelda, do you? Oh, you get back to Zelda. Okay. That's still a costly death.
Yeah.
And all that to farm a few guards for bombs. I don't think. I mean, dying obviously doesn't make it worth it, but you have that sword that makes it a lot easier.
We haven't had very many escape deaths.
Yep.
We've had a couple hiccups in escape that weren't deaths, somehow worse than death. One time somebody missed the key and didn't understand what was going on. They couldn't figure out why the door was locked.
Oh
They just
no.
got stuck there right away. He lost a couple minutes there. He'll still be out by 8.
I get that you want to try and get those bombs, sure, but I think you're better off killing like the 5 million snakes in the sewers than to waste your time with those guards. Well, we're coming up on the sewers chest, and since green has a lead, Crosh Toe? Is that Crosh Toe? He's gonna know exactly if he wants to go in there.
That B could be valuable.
Yeah. Only grabs the bottle. I like it. Good communication. And he's gonna have to grab that B because you don't want to risk Sick Kid having something.
Might be the only bottle you get. He could have the bow
Yep.
or something.
Yep. Anything, really. I dig that music. I don't know how long it's been since I played Super Meat Boy. Such a good game.
If you play it on the Switch, you won't have this music. Just a heads
It's
up.
even worse. Meat Boy without Danny B music, SMH.
Yeah, it's something. I mean, I like the musicians that they got, but I don't like what they made. I don't like that music very much. I have listened to the artist before, so I was excited to hear who was working on a remaster, but it wasn't the right thing for the game at all.
Devdo trying to get into Houlihan room misses that sadly. I would have tried again. If you want to do that strat, then you should commit to it. I like it. I think it's a really good idea for one guy to go to Houlihan.
Art piece, ledge, not ice rod this time.
Oh, that's boring.
There's 22 items in Ganon's Tower basement, and then there's a couple more on the way out. I think four.
Four on the way up. Yes. There's actually 23 in Ganon's Tower basement, but you never get the big chest because, well.
Oh yeah, the big chest too. So you take out the compass, big key, and map, and you still have quite a few treasures in Ganon's Tower.
Yeah, you have like 5 small keys as well, but it's still like twice as much as any other dungeon.
Yeah. Teams are color coded.
Yes. Defdo going down to buy them bombs. Not like he has a choice. I love this. Clifford hunting the beetle for like the pennies he drops. and then getting red rupees from the tree. But he needs the money to buy bombs. Don't you have one player do
sick
South Shore
kid.
instead of village? Oh
Man,
wow.
that B is a hook shot, actually.
The problem is if you don't end up in escape, like coming out with like 4 bombs or so, going South Shore isn't going to be worth it. Well, I guess in standard you're going to need like what, 2 bombs, one for Ice Rod Cave, one for Hype Cave. But if you don't have any of those, it's no point splitting up.
I don't know if it had anything to do with the falling out. I think they just didn't want to pay Danny B to get his music back in Meat Boy.
Yeah, it was something like that I read on the blog. On Danny's blog.
He had a higher price because he had become more popular for good reason, and
yeah,
they didn't want to pay it. They should have, in my opinion, but whatever. They got music. They got new music on it.
They got new music, but it's tough to compete with Danny B. Like when we made the switch from standard Isaac to Isaac Rebirth, it was like, oh, this game is so much better, except the music.
I like some of those tracks, but have you ever played Anti-Birth?
Yes.
I think the music in that is
once.
the
it
best.
Has some pretty good music.
Mudeth had made that music, and I think he actually competes.
There's a bunch of references to Danny B's original soundtrack too, which I really loved.
The lamp has been found.
That's a nice one to find. One of those items that just give you headaches if you don't find it at some point.
I think there actually was some friction between Danny B and the devs anyway, so you might be right about a falling out, but in the case of Meat Boy...
Wait, did I just... Excuse me. Go ahead.
They might just not wanted to pay the price, and there was a falling out.
Yeah.
I think there was... Like, I think Ed is tough to work with, so I hear.
So I hear, yeah. Did I just see 3 pendants on the map?
I think so. I don't have the details.
Oh, you don't have spoiler lock? Okay.
Nah.
Oh, we're gonna get a map check at some point again.
Oh, Clifford, 1 HP left. Good thing you didn't die there. That would have been a nasty one.
Yep.
Titan mitts. Oh, nice. Good thing you got those. Instead of dying, yeah. That would have been a nice thing to...
Diamonds are a nice one. They're not going to open up anything until the Moon Pearl is found, but once that Moon Pearl is found, especially with the hookshot, it's going to get you to all of Death Mountain, which is huge.
He can be killed in one hit. He's got to be careful on his way up to Ice Rod Cave
Yep.
here.
Yep. I would almost consider just fake flippering and skipping Ice Rod Cave and wait for a better moment. But I get that you don't want to skip it too.
These crabs hit hard.
They do
Glass
2
cannons.
hearts of damage for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know why. They will definitely kill him in one hit right now.
Yep, even if he finds a heart. He makes it to Ice Rod Cave though, so that's nice. And he gets rewarded with a heart piece.
We have almost a vanilla, maybe even actually is a vanilla loadout for crystals and shit here, so that's not good. That's the worst situation.
Yeah, you really don't want to see those pendants in Light World because, first of all, the logic kind of, has a bias towards Light World locations. So whenever there's a pendant in Light World, there's kind of a good chance you got to dip into that dungeon anyway. And also, they're just really fast.
It also means that we need a whole lot of items. A whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
Desert is probably
That
the one
too.
that takes the most out of the Light World dungeons, and even that
Yes,
is a bunch of
definitely.
stuff that's required. Not really the case for the
Definitely.
Dark World.
Yeah, and all AG arrows are found. But yeah, especially Eastern, it's like, if you can do the Dark Rooms, you pretty much need the bow and you're good to go. Desert requires so much. Pearl on pedestal. That's actually a possibility. Yeah.
It is. That wouldn't even be that
Flute.
bad.
The flute is up on that mountain. Can't get it without the lamp. The mirror though.
If the altar has something on it, in this case, it's going to be a very minimal problem.
Yes. There's also like a maximum chance now for something to be on that pedestal.
Clifford heading into Eastern Palace with not the means to clear it, but the means to get the stuff.
I love the Eastern play. It's just so much on this logic. I think it's a really good dungeon to go to. Especially with all pendants, that just makes it even sexier.
Crash wants to go across the mountain because he can do Tower of Hera. He just has to go the long way.
Get a bunch the hammer, right?
That's what I mean. Like, aside from Desert, you can really get into these dungeons and do a lot of work easy. Yeah. I don't know why he did this. Why did he do? Is he going for the Super Bunny?
He doesn't have the mirror either. Does he want to go to Super Bunny Cave? I mean, I don't blame him, but I think he got better things to do here than to get those 2 chests. That's the wrong way. Oh, there you go.
Frank goes down.
Yep.
But yeah, they already have access to Tower of Hera and Eastern Mountain. Do you want to explain the Super Bunny glitch? I don't really understand it too well.
There's not too much to understand. I don't know the mechanics behind it either, but basically if you manage to fall down a hole like you did there as a bunny, like the game's gonna assume that you're regular Link, because there's in vanilla there's no places where the bunny is supposed to be able to fall. So the game just assumes you're Link once you fall down that hole because it's not supposed to happen, and it just makes you Link.
Nice. So you can get 2 chests out of that.
You get those 2 chests. That's why this why this cave is called Super Bunny Cave, because it's really easy. You know how to get Super Bunny here.
Unfortunately, he has to save and quit, which is why I think it's probably a waste of time.
Yep. And it's also a sequence break, which means there's a lower chance for that to actually be a value play.
Master Sword on the old man. I didn't notice that last time.
I'm gonna see some Darkroom action here on Clifford.
Debdo did a bunch of the mountain chest while his buddy was doing that.
Yep.
They doubled up on the mountain a little bit.
Doesn't look like he found anything of value though, and he didn't go to Hera. I don't think I could resist. Oh no, he does have the lamp. What? Right, they have the lamp. I'm dumb. He doesn't have it marked on his tracker.
Yeah, everyone got it out of the swamp.
Yes.
The Master Sword unlocks Aghanim, but they don't need that at all. That's not going to be a useful thing.
Except if that Moon Pearl is sitting on the pyramid.
They can get to... Yeah, you're right. That's the only case. They can get to everywhere else except for that.
Yeah, we had Moon Pearl and Pyramid actually in the weekly. It was pretty frustrating because it was a really nice seed. Otherwise.
Man, Clifford elected not to do the quick way here, and it might get him killed.
Yep.
It's been a while since I've seen somebody clear this room out.
Yep. Especially that.
He doesn't want to die here. He's almost done.
It's really only that 1 chest that he wants to get.
Boots. Wow, nice. Now it's time to bail.
Yeah, and that's what's so great about the Eastern play. Love it.
Boots are going to help a lot.
They are going to help a lot.
Oh no, not this song. Nobody heard that.
Well, the time to check some boot spots. Although I imagine Frank is gonna want to get to Eastern Palace ASAP. I'd be surprised if Hera wouldn't yield Green Team anything here now. Like, it's just... With 3 light World Pendant dungeons, I don't think I could resist Hera.
I hate skipping all 3 of these. I might put Desert off for a while, but I would totally go to the other 2 immediately.
Yes, definitely. Oh, I imagine we're gonna see Franco there. He has the Master Sword too to make it easier.
Maybe we'll see a Moon Pearl Master. Could be done. Could be 3 Pearl. Could be an alter Moon Pearl. Where's...
It's pretty trolly if you think about it, though. Actually, I didn't realize the bow is on the bookshelf, right? And the boots are in Eastern Palace. That's pretty trolly.
Yeah. Pretty annoying.
It might actually be quite a problem for Green, because they might be, let's wait until we find the boots before we go to Eastern.
Yeah, this minor edge might be pretty big because they're putting Eastern off longer than I would expect either team to do it.
Yep.
This isn't one of these cases where there's a whole lot of places to go. Eastern is the top choice.
Yep. They pretty much only need the book or that flute plus mirror, and they can actually get the pedestal already. As soon as they get into Skullwood, not Skullwood's Desert, they have the means to get the pedestal. Have to try and fake Flipper away again, nice.
They're going to be forced to go to Eastern soon, so Red Team's not going to have this edge for long.
If they don't randomly find the Moon Pearl, that could actually be really bad for Green right now.
Yeah. If the Moon Pearl does not show up, they're going to keep on getting their locations. It looks like Dev's on his way right now to Eastern.
Yeah, looking good. Ooh, Trolldorm strikes again.
Frank is using the hammer instead of the Master Sword in Tower Heron. He's getting his butt kicked because of it, honestly. I don't think that's a good plan. It does do more damage.
Yeah, but not much. You might as well Spin Slash and that's going to do the same damage.
Clifford with his silver arrows ready to go do Eastern, probably. Unless he cleared it out completely. I'm not sure if the boss had an item. It doesn't seem like it because he's not going there.
I wouldn't like to go back even if he hasn't. Actually, he doesn't really have that many options.
Yeah. If this, if it's like the red pendant or something, maybe not worth the time.
Oh damn, what did Moldon drop? I didn't pay attention. Did he mark off a bottle? He's coming back, so there's got to be something in the basement. Dev do getting into Eastern, so it's just a matter of time until he finds those boots.
Frank grabbing a couple of hearts to make up for the slip up on the start of this tower. Be a little early to call a winner right now, I'll tell you that. Especially after the last race, we had people go back and forth. We thought the team that died 5 times to Vitreous and Cold Stare would lose, but turns out we were not right. It's just, it's hard to call until it's wrapping up, really.
Coming up on that basement. Let's see what it's got. Nothing.
So Green Pendant apparently is in the desert.
Yeah, I didn't catch that fast enough, but it seems like it.
I figure if Green Pendant was in Eastern, he would have gone back and finished it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Speaking of desert, there's always this small little cave right next to it with Agina, who has one item.
I wish
Pretty
that
sure
cave
nobody's
didn't
checked
exist.
that yet.
I hate that cave so much.
Thrasher deciding to make the Aga play. Not the worst idea on a seat like this, but without the Moon Pearl, I'm not that much of a fan.
What's left for him?
Aghanos Cave. And, well, Eastern, but he doesn't know that yet because Defdu hasn't found the boots yet. Wonder if we're gonna see him 180 out of Hyrule Castle again once Defdu finds those boots.
I think he should commit, and if he's going for the Moon Pearl on the pyramid thing, let's take a look.
Clifford gonna decide. Clifford deciding on the same thing, except he has silvers, so that's pretty nice.
Yeah, he's got the boots.
Yeah, now there's the boots. He's got the boots, and now Crasher goes like, "God damn it!"
Have to get those later.
Now Dev2 can get to King's Tomb, which Clifford I don't think has checked yet. He doesn't though. He goes to Bonk. No, he doesn't go to Bonk Rock. Oh, he's gonna get that. Oh no, you remember Bonk Rocks. He was gonna get the bow. Wait, what? You remember King's Tomb? There we go. Wait. I'm so confused. Alright, we got it, we got it. Flippers from the Bonk Rock Cave, which Clifford also already has. Can you simply just go to south of Eastern and take the portal there? Nope, because you are surrounded by pegs which you cannot hammer as Bunny afterwards. You have to do Aghanim if you don't have the Moon Pearl to get to that pyramid item. Super Bunny Cave got checked, but that can't have the Moon Pearl because the logic doesn't assume you, or doesn't require you to do Moon Pearl, do Super Bunny.
Crashto needs to watch his health.
Yep. Death in GT is about the worst death in the game. And the stun drop is a rupee. Nice. I'm really happy about that.
His heart's in here.
Zora also an option. Oh, Zora. The Ledge and the Merchant. I just can't see if Do has the money for. Oh, he doesn't.
He does not.
You can get the Ledge item now.
The Moon Pearl is on the ledge.
Jeez. Okay, well that was gaming for nothing.
Well,
he's even good. I mean, at this point, I guess you might as well kill him and get the portal. You don't know what it's going to come in handy for him.
If you use the bomb, the big bomb in this run at all, it's going to pay for half of this trek.
Yeah, as deep as he's in already, you might as well finish.
It's a long walk, though he looks like he might be going down. He needs to watch it.
Yeah, he needs to not die. Otherwise, that's a huge time waste.
Those blue orbs are actually making this simple boss a little dangerous. Sometimes he's gets you with those.
Blue orbs are really only annoying until you fight this boss on low health, and then they're actually dangerous. Yeah, after getting that pearl, going straight to Hype Cave. I love it. Just debating where to go. Whoop. Change plans. Oh, he's grabbing the bow. I get it. I get it. Gonna grab that bow before going to Dark World. Not a bad choice. He can go straight to Pod, actually, after going to Dark World, which is probably the place to be. When you can do Crystal Pod, you do Crystal Pod, pretty much.
You can do blinds. Got the Titan Mitts, can do a whole lot.
Yeah. I think the value play though is to go to Hype Cave and then make your way to Pod. It's just such a good dungeon. Nothing on the pyramid. The red's still looking for that Moon Pearl.
Oh, they'll find it on Zora soon.
Yeah.
They probably just want to get the money first, because Zora might have something himself.
Right, coming up on Hype Cave. Let's see what we got.
Clifford going for a swim.
Ether in Hype Cave. Half Magic in Hype Cave. Neat. And $300 in Hype Cave. Right, checking the layouts. 6 at T-Rock, 5 at Swamp. It's the only thing we really care about. He can do Swamp too.
What a pain in the ass map.
Yep. You can do Swamp too. I'd be a really big fan of the Swamp and Pot split here.
Yeah.
Because they have 6 and 5 items respectively. It's just so much value when they're open early. He decides to do South Side.
There's never a situation where you need all 3 medallions. It's either 1 or 2.
No, it can actually be 3 if you need to do Bombo's Ice Palace.
Oh, that's right. We just had to do that. What a nightmare.
It's terrible. It still throws you back every time to that one weekly where you had to do Hammer Cold Stare. What's the best? It traumatized everyone. People still talk about it to this day.
That in itself is rare, having to use Bombos at all.
Yeah, and then you have Fighter Sword, so you gotta do the hammer. You gotta use the hammer for Cold Stare. Mirror, that's neat. They can get into Desert now. And that actually makes the book optional since we're on the subject of that in chat.
That helps the dungeons get cleared too. I wouldn't want to do Pod without the mirror. I hate it.
Oh, actually, I was wrong earlier. They couldn't go to Swamp because no mirror. Now they can.
The book, they could finally do the desert, hey!
Damn it. Clifford, I like what Clifford does here. He wants to go to Zora, but instead of just checking the ledge item, he gets the money to go up there first. So he doesn't miss out on the Zora item. Oh, looks like Red Team is about to find their Moon Pearl.
The book is a fetch quest with some bonus attaches to it.
Yeah. If you don't get Flute plus Mirror plus Mitts.
It's a key plus the potential to give you 2 items. And a little bit of info.
Oh, there's the Flute. He's probably gonna do Dark Death Mountain while he's here, right? Oh, and check that damn tablet. It's Blue Rupee for that first. Doesn't check Dark Death Mountain. Not a fan, personally.
Red Team at the same time is getting the Moon Pearl, and they're both getting Zora too. If he has an item, this is good for Red. Unfortunately, he does not.
No, you just got life lessons.
That hurts Red Team.
Yeah. It's fine money-wise because Frank is still going to keep his money, which means he can do all the money-related stuff.
They're finally able to do what Green Team's been up to this whole time.
Yup. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they have to check that chest before that's flippers. Right.
They've got the flute and the mirror and the book on red team right now. And ether too.
Yep. Green knows where the flute is, but they don't know yet where the mirror is. Dev actually going to Skull Woods. Not sure what business he has in there. You might be thinking Skull Woods so you can quickly check the pedestal. But you can clear 3 dungeons right now. 2 actually, because you don't have the mirror.
Why would you walk past that chest?
I don't understand either.
I know it makes annoying pits, but even so.
If that spawns you a key, you can skip that bottom room.
I see what the plan is. Maybe save it a little bit of time.
Yeah, Flaming Rock. Swamp and Pot are both required, and they can do them both. Really surprised to not see a single person go to either of these dungeons. But if they want to check Overworld first, that's fine.
Frank's doing something not every player on the green team did, right? The Dark Mountain?
Yes, they haven't done that.
That's gonna be a big deal, I think. Seeing what medallion you need for Total Rock and also getting those items up there.
Yep. I like it. It has Hookshot Cave, it has this Super Bunny Cave.
When you can get there without sequence breaking, I think that's an entire dungeon worth of items.
Yes. Cliff, we're trying to item dash. Oh, there we go.
Wait.
3 dungeons. Yep. Green can actually do 2 dungeons. They don't have the mirror. Actually, they have the mirror. Never mind. Red doesn't have the mirror. Red can do 2 dungeons.
I think Thieves Town, Swamp, Palace of Darkness, all good choices.
They're all calling. They're all calling.
You gotta do them anyway. They're all good first call. Like, they're the places you should be heading to. One of those.
Yeah, those are the places you want to do, exactly. You would just want to do in general as soon as you can, especially Pod. Oh, Red about to find that mirror.
Doesn't look like Dark Mountain had much. Frank is doing something here, I'm not sure what. Maybe doing the Spike Cave? Can he do it? Could.
He might... Yeah, this should work. He has the cave, he has like, what, 7.5 hearts? 8.5? Definitely enough health if you don't, like, if you execute it properly. Actually, even if you mess it up, it should work. Uh-oh. It's really close! Ooh!
20 rupees, watch out!
Damn. Pedestal was checked? Oh damn, I missed that. There's 3 bombs. Crash show finally going to Pod. Can't wait to see what's there. Oh well, there's Quake at the graveyard ledge. Green has Quake. Red knows they need it. Green doesn't know they need it yet. Ice Rod on the Breadsmith. That's a really nice one. Ice Rod is tricky.
Nice craftsmanship. You gotta respect a blacksmith who can make a magical stick.
Yeah. Definitely
is
nice
one-
find too.
Yeah, that's one really annoying piece of junk out of the way.
Yep.
There's the mushroom to turn into, and everyone has that. The book is on both teams now, too. Clifford has no hearts at all, I notice. He's going the distance with the chest.
It's a tricky one to do early because it takes so long.
Yeah,
But in teams, it's definitely easier to afford.
it's not a horrible move. I just feel like dungeons are a good call because you can do
Yeah.
3 of them right away, completely.
Yeah, they're in the middle of falling behind on dungeons.
And,
Big time.
you know, one of the items we know is the flute.
Yep.
That would make this chest delivery a little better.
I understand what he's doing. He wants to check the tablet after. Actually, he didn't have the book when he started, so he didn't know that. But yeah, he wants to check all that southern stuff too.
Powder and blinds for both players.
Not bad.
Turn that in after this is done.
Yep.
The chest did not pay off.
I'm gonna love this if Clifford goes to Swamp after all of this because he's right next to it. That would actually be really smart if he planned it that far ahead. Or desert. You can do desert too.
Yeah, can just jump right down there and do that. They might want to try and avoid the desert now that they have other options.
Actually, that's a good point. The players are in call with each other. They don't hear us.
It'd be weird if they did. That
Well,
would
I
be
hope they don't.
strange and obvious race, I think.
Pretty much, yeah.
Ether and half mana for red team.
Clifford on his way to pod, I imagine. No, it looks like he's gonna check Catfish. He really wants to get that overroll out of the way. I mean, I don't blame him, but you're falling behind on dungeons.
Yeah. Crash
wanna
has
find
got
that
the
balance.
money for Zora. I think they're gonna check that later too.
Yeah.
Regrettably, they're probably gonna. I hope he doesn't get killed in here. He's half a heart in the maze. This place is dangerous. I would bombos. Yeah, that's the ticket. Find a use for this thing. He has
Yeah, that
bombos,
helps.
by the way. He didn't mark it, but he's got it. So ice is now doable.
Nice. Everyone's favorite dungeon.
Yeah, that's 4 off the list already. We can do. We're looking for
You
that
might be
fire
able to do
rod.
Meyer actually too.
Yeah. Fire Rod is stopping them from doing the other one.
Or they actually only they're fire rod off from go mode pretty much. They don't
Yeah.
know where Quake is yet.
Red team needs the flute and Quake and a couple other things. Green team only needs the Fire Rod and that's about it. Quake, yeah. Quake might be the holdout here.
Yep.
Crashto resetting his health with a clever death.
Yeah. That was a good one. He doesn't have the mirror yet. So he actually needed to death warp here. Really nice.
Oh, I would have done it anyway, get that health back up.
Yep.
It was almost done for. These rooms aren't free.
Blind's being blind again.
Clifford has Quake. I don't know where he got it, but he's got it.
He's got it from the graveyard ledge.
Pretty nasty place. That might help.
Yep. That's actually pretty dirty, yeah. Oh, green still needs the ice rod too. Yes, red knows where it is. In fact, Historian Frank is probably gonna get it right now. Alright. Frank about to get that mirror? Alright, he needs that before he can do blacksmith.
He's playing Evil Link, by the way, the laziest sprite. I don't know if you can tell on the side, but the red
I'm
eyes.
not really sure.
Yeah. Frank is going to turn in the blacksmith. I don't remember what was given for that, but
Ice rod.
oh yeah, that's
That's it.
right. And powder too can be checked after.
Which I believe green didn't have. Oh no, wait, green hasn't even checked this place yet. They're about to. They're both making really good time though. It's like this is fairly close. The only real advantage we have here is Quake on red.
Here's powder.
See what that yields. What if there has Quake but didn't mark it? Yeah, now he marked it. Okay, so apparently green also has Quake. So it's a race to the fire rod, pretty much. I'm not sure if red has bombos. I don't think they do.
They might need it.
They might need it for Meyer. We don't know that yet. Green definitely has bombos.
They might
saw
need it
that.
for Ice Palace.
Or that, yeah. We're about to find out what Meyer wants. Or not. Clifford with T's. Oh damn, what was that? I didn't see it.
It was hard to see.
Okay.
I didn't catch it. I think it was Bombos, though. I think it was.
I think it was bombos, yeah. Frank grabbing that loot from Hype Cave. And it looks like we're going to see Clifford finally do his first dungeon.
4 digits of rupees.
Damn.
Nobody's done Swamp yet.
I feel like Frank's about to.
Looks like it. Fire Rod and Swamp could be a pretty obvious ignored solution here.
Yeah. This is really a race to the fire rod. I'm not sure where green found bombos.
I didn't see. But he had it by the time he went into Palace of Darkness, so maybe in here?
Maybe he did find it in there, yeah. But other than that, it's really the fire rod. It's going to make or break here. Swamp can be really slow, so that's why some people like to hold off on it. But with Swamp being available so early here, I really wouldn't like holding on.
It's got a weird set of items required. I feel like if you have them all, you probably are being led there.
Yeah.
You need the mirror, the hook shot,
the hammer.
Yeah, and the flippers.
Yep.
Which is a strange set to have right away. And I feel like that usually says this is where your item is. But in this case, they have nearly everything, so that's no longer true.
It still has 6 items, so it's very stacked.
You already got a tempered sword out of it, so it's not a waste of time.
Oh yeah, for sure. I feel like if the game really wants to troll them at this point, it's going to put the fire rod deep in T-Rock.
How would you even get in without it?
You can get in without it. You can get to Laser Room without that fire rod.
If the keys line up right?
If the keys line up right, you can get all the way to the Laser Room.
Well, gotta check the left side, looks like. It's a good idea. I've seen people skip them.
I like it in single player. I hate it in doubles.
I've never personally seen the keys in Turtle Rock line up that way, but I guess they could, theoretically.
They can. If there's only a single key on the right side, a single small key on the right side, they can line up.
Yeah, you'll need the big key and nothing but keys the whole way down.
Yes. The nice thing about T-Rock, though, is that you're gonna find out really fast if you're locked out of it. If you go in, like if the first chest on the left doesn't have a small key, you're locked out. If the chain charms don't have a small key, you're locked out. So it's really fast to find out if you have any business in there. So it's not a bad check, necessarily, especially in teams.
Man, 52 minutes have gone by. It doesn't feel like it.
Oh, it really doesn't, yeah. They have so much.
Yeah, they've explored everywhere. They just haven't cleared any dungeons.
Yep.
I thought they were zooming. I thought it was like 30 minutes. It's actually a really slow seed when you look at the progress made.
Yep. It's partially so slow because nobody's been doing dungeons, to be fair. Yep. Clifford has bombos now, too, so I figure it was in pod. Dev does have bombos, but he hasn't marked that on his tracker. So it's really only the fire rod that's missing.
Gonna see if it's in Swamp right now. Both teams are in here, and Frank is about to unlock the back side. I bet it is in here.
Mm-hmm. I'd be guessing it is in here.
it being in Turtle Rock is particularly nasty. It could be in the left side of Turtle Rock too. It could be right away.
Could be in the first chest, yes. Fire Rod in Turtle Rock is dirty. It's really dirty.
I assume that somebody turned in the mushroom at some point.
I don't think anyone has yet.
That's strange, but I figure they'll get to it eventually. Get the big key in an annoying place.
And a single arrow. Looks like he's gonna finish the dungeon and go back for the big change of plans.
These stairs, maybe you understand how they work, because I don't. I asked about
I
them
don't
once.
either. You can do something to not go back down automatically, but I don't know exactly what. I've done it once on accident, but I really
Andy
don't know
told
what it
me.
is.
I asked what the heck was wrong with the stairs, and he answered me, and he gave me the answer, and it was so complicated that I still don't understand. Basically,
It has something to do with the game misplacing Link's sprite on that specific staircase for some reason, but I don't know what exactly it is.
like you need to glitch yourself back into position, and it's not something I understood how to do. So whenever the key is in that room, I'm really annoyed. Tempted to run to the other stairs just to avoid it. It might actually be faster to go left and around. I don't know.
Yeah, it's really awkward. I don't really know what's up with that either. There's the fire rod. We're in go mode.
Who got it?
Frank, in the push block room.
Oh,
So Crasher was about to find it too.
so it is in Swamp.
Yep. That's go mode. I think.
I think so. Not for any particular player yet, but across the board.
They all
have.
know. Yep. Crasher getting trolled by that staircase as well. Ooh, Frank almost getting the super quick kill on... What's his name? Argus.
Yep. What you do there is you push him into the wall with the fire rod and add it into your spins. 2 of those plus a spin.
Gonna kill him, yep.
The really fast kill is a little bit more complicated. There's go mode for green team too.
Yep. The really
close.
fast kill is just... Really fast kill is to chuck a silver arrow at him.
I don't know how to do it, but there is a way. A difficult way to hold your sword out and keep the damage of a regular attack. And then you can really wipe out Argus really quickly.
Never heard of that.
You walk in and it thinks you're spinning, but you're just holding your sword out, so every one that you pull instantly dies. So you can one cycle him.
Where's Frank going? Oh, he needs to get the flute, of course.
Maybe do Turtle Rock while you're up there? I don't know.
I mean, you could, but in go mode, it's not gonna win you any time.
Yeah.
Because you gotta make the climb back up Death Mountain anyway. You might as well just activate that duck and then take care of Turtle Rock later.
He's still looking for items. Maybe this is where Quake was. I don't remember where Quake was.
No, Quake was on the graveyard.
Yeah, that's right. Well,
I don't know.
he's got to go get the
Maybe,
medallions. That's what he
Maybe they
needs to do.
miscommunicated? Maybe he doesn't know yet that the team has Quake? Might be miscommunication. It happens.
Might be.
That'd be really costly. That'd be a really bad time for miscommunication, though.
He's blocked by dead rocks, just quits, just bails out. Whatever. Yeah, it's been an hour and they only have 2 crystals. They have all the items though, so there's that. You just throw another 30 minutes onto the pile and we'll be done.
These guys all love Overworld for some reason, which is fine.
It worked out okay, it was just a nasty slow seed.
It's just funny to see all 4 of them just be so adamant about checking Overworld.
They would have had Fire Rod earlier and they would have had the things in Palace of Darkness.
Yes.
They would not have Quake. They'd be looking for Quake right now. They'd be scouring the overworld for Quake, and they'd have all the other stuff. And they'd have like 4 crystals.
Eventually, though.
I like the overworld too, but I still think it's faster to get dungeons done when you can do them.
You gotta find like a healthy mix between the two, because if you check too much overworld, you're gonna fall behind on crystals.
There's a couple chests in the overworld that are just disgustingly slow.
Yes, exactly.
There's some that are huge payouts, but unfortunately they don't seem to have a lot of items a lot of the time. Like Dark Mountain has like 10 chests, but out of those 10 chests, how often do you get something useful? You would think with 10 that you would get something nice every time.
Everything is still very biased towards Light World, which means basically every time you check a Dark World location, it's got a good chance of just not working out. Alright, what Frank's doing here, that's really nice routing. After Skullwoods, it's really easy to go to the graveyard and pick up that bacon coin. Also, in Go mode, you don't need to deal with any of this. He's still checking chests in Skullwoods, but you can just go straight to Mothula.
Clifford's still at 6 hearts after all of this. Might die to Argus.
Uh-oh.
Cannot afford that. That's no good.
Definitely not.
After
That's
everything.
gotta be on your mind. That's gotta be on your mind too. Like, this was a really straightforward seed.
Yeah, everyone has
wondering.
10 hearts or more, and he's 6, and he's not getting any help from the game here on that front. Seems to be in a good position now. This is the easy part of Argus.
Yep.
Got him.
Argus down. Really nice.
Half mana Fire Rod Mothula fight's gonna be a free win.
Unless he starts camping the spikes at the top.
Or if you use all your mana on this Gibdos.
Yes. Worked out though. Gets a fairy for his troubles. Can never have enough health for Moth. Oh, you almost got grabbed by that hand. Spooky.
The hitboxes on the Wallmasters are ridiculous too.
Yeah. You're like right next to them, they just suck you in.
Vacuum
Oh,
hands.
Mothula's being nice though.
Is Mothula's flight pattern the same for everybody? Or does it get mixed up when you hit him?
I have no idea.
I guess we'll see next time someone does him, because that's a pretty easy path to remember. He didn't do anything but sit in the top right where he was open.
Yeah. But even if it's the same every time, like, it's gonna affect when you hit him, it's gonna affect where he hangs out.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I know there was a patch recently, like version 23 or so, where they equalized boss RNG, like they seeded the boss RNG, but I'm not sure if that affects Moth.
He's too much. Too random.
And then you have the spikes too, like those are random as well.
I figure those at least are on track.
Yeah, I guess so.
But they,
nice
if
one.
he's in the way of them or not, is not going to be the same.
Yes. Nice and easy, Meyer. First chest, big key. That's what you want to see. Just grab the key under the pod and you go.
Frank on his way to his Quake. I think.
Yep. Should be. He still needs bombos, but he knows where that is. And it's actually in a dungeon, so he doesn't even need to go out of his way. You know, all things considered, this was still a really straightforward seed.
Yeah, it wasn't
Considering
too
how
bad. It was just slow.
Yeah, considering it was 3 light world pensions, this went a lot easier than expected.
I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, if those dungeons were crystals, how many would they have right now? They'd have 5 each instead of 2.
Yeah.
That's the thing that really slowed us down here.
Yep.
It was just the placement of crystals that was bad and not really anything else. Turtle mode, Zelda randomizer. This is why we said we didn't like what we saw. Because that's what that means. It means just another 20 minutes onto the run for no reason. If you had your pick, what you probably would want is Pendant on Mire, Turtle Rock, and Ice Palace, maybe? Or Swamp?
Ice or Swamp. I think Swamp is slower. Especially Gomod Ice Palace is nuts.
That's the ideal. With Mire and Turtle Rock both out, you won't need the Ice Rod, you won't need Red Cane, maybe?
I honestly like seeing Pendant Desert though too. Because it's just got such a weird set of items to get into and do it.
It's not a long dungeon, but it's irritating if you don't get the stuff.
Yes.
You have to go through so many empty screens. It's just walking around.
Speaking of Ice Palace, we're coming up on everyone's favorite dungeon here. It's got half magic though, so that's going to make this a lot more enjoyable, as well as bombos for an easier cold stare.
Just cleaning up dungeons. Nothing new to see here. Just Blind, Palace of Darkness. Ice is the new one, but we don't want anything in it, so we're gonna bomb jump, hopefully, right across all of it.
Maybe we can finally get to see where exactly Bombos was now.
I don't mind Ice Palace when I can skip all of it, yeah, so I'd actually prefer it be one of the crystals most of the time.
Yeah, go on Ice Palace is really fast.
If you can do this jump right here, this one maneuver, you don't need nothing.
Yep, you just run straight to
like,
there.
Yeah, if you could get this far into Ice Palace, just getting to this room, then you can finish it. That's what that means. And you can do it really quick. He's not in position for it though, unfortunately. There he goes.
Nice.
Lost a little bit of health there, but made it across. That's all that matters. Bombos for Frank in that right chest.
Oh damn, nice. The bonk jump there. Dev coming up on Colster. Colster is kind of one of the more dangerous bosses that are left here, which is also exactly why he's gonna get back his health.
He got 5 kills last time, I think.
Colster.
Oh, not
Yeah.
Cold Stare. Cold Stare, actually, he got a couple, for sure. He might have gotten 5 kills. He got at least 2.
Colster is a weird one. Colster is a weird one in that he's not extremely threatening, but the falling ice clumps are so irritating. And then he hits like a truck. He does like 4 hearts with blue mail. He might just be a little puffball staring at you, but if he hits, it hurts.
That bomb jump in the Ice Palace probably saves you 4 minutes, but if you have to full clear it, it probably saves you 2. Like, you still don't need the red cane, so it definitely helps you in that front. If you don't have the red cane, it's a huge time save to do the bomb jump, but you still have to walk around and do a bunch of keys. You might not be able to do the bomb jump if you don't have the right layout.
Yeah.
Clifford wanted to steal a fairy, but didn't quite manage it.
Crash Joe coming up with another dirty boss here.
Looks like Mothula's pattern is the same to me. More or less. He's in the bottom right now. But he's still hovering,
Yeah, I'm
like
not
he keeps
sure.
going in the same direction. He wants to hide in the top right. That's what I'm seeing.
That was a clean Mothula though for Crash Joe.
Yeah,
Really nice.
he's playing nice for everybody right now. Clifford almost dying here. Gonna use his cape, not messing around.
Yeah, better use that cape than die. Damn, this is gonna be a really close race.
This is a lower bracket game, so they're fighting for their lives here in this tournament.
Yeah.
Let's see who's going forward here. Time for Frank to do ice. Mothula's Devdo fight coming up, and Clifford on his way. 4 crystals each, just about on the players. Devdo in the lead, just by 1.
Yep. Defdo is gonna be able to go to T-Rock though after this, isn't he?
I think so. His Mothula ain't fighting the same.
Nope.
His Mothula is reacting completely different, and it's because he's using the sword instead of the fire rod.
Goes down easily though. Yeah, you can't really control who gets the hearts in 2v2. Sometimes you just have one person stumbling across every single heart container, and they're so out of the way that the other guy won't be able to get it.
Well, they both have to finish, so they both have to go to both dungeons, regardless of
Yeah.
who has how many hearts.
Yep. Yeah, Clifford is gonna have to get through that with like 6 hearts, unless he knows of any good locations. I remember Super Bunny Cave had a heart. Like that's gonna be a really convenient one to grab on the way to T-Rock, but that's about it. No better than to try that though. Dev is the second person I see grab some potions before going to dangerous places. Potions are definitely more prominent in 2v2 because of the lower health.
Clifford trying and failing to get a fairy again, just cannot catch one. He's trying to make up for his lack of hearts here.
Frank in the meantime acing that bomb jump.
Double bomb on the penguins. The good stuff. Clifford barely gets that boss. That would not have been a good death.
Yep. As we deal with though. Marcula not claiming a single victim this race.
Well, if he can't kill the guy with 6 hearts, he ain't gonna get nobody. Turtle Rock for Dub Dub, that's his last dungeon. He's on his way.
Yep.
The wrap-up begins.
Yeah, it looks like Red Team is actually still quite a bit behind.
They are a whole dungeon
Clifford-
back. They explored the
Clifford
overworld
still
too
has to
long. They
do
took too
ice.
long to get the Moon Pearl.
Yep.
How's Crash Toe doing though?
He's doing good. He's got to wrap up my. Oh, he's still got to do ice actually, if his tracker is correct.
We'll get to see soon, because I figure he'll change his bombs off. Most people would use either Silver Arrows or Cape here, I figure. Cape, he's got
Yes.
4 crystals, so he's actually maybe in the back of the pack right now, but not too far back.
Yes. He's gonna have to do ice, which is not that slow. Ice is a very quick dungeon, especially with the bomb jump.
Whoa, Vitreous.
Uh-oh.
Mire, when you know where the key is, super fast dungeon. Maybe even faster than ice in this case, because the key's in a really generous place. It's really up to the key, and in this case I think it is faster.
Yeah, the first chest key is pretty good.
So we're looking at like a 3-minute mire, I think, something like that. It's really fast. So Frank will get that one in no time and also be joining Turtle Rock. Clifford's got to finish ice, which if he can do this bomb jump, it won't be long, but he can't afford to make many mistakes with 6 hearts. Did not make it.
Took his time. Ooh. He took his time placing himself too, which is smart. He did. I'm not sure if he bought potions before coming here. He'll really wish he has potions now.
He's got
That
it,
should
half a
work.
heart, half his life left here.
That's nice. Colster Hug is gonna kill him though.
Yep. His lack of hearts and lack of catching fairies might get him. There are fairies that you can get on the way. There's one for free, and you can jump in the pots. If you really want some, you can get some.
Yes.
I've never seen anyone do that, but there are fairies in this dungeon you can jump into, I think.
Yes, it is. There are fairies. Yeah, Def is really far ahead. He's definitely going to do a lot of for green team here. This is interesting because Crash Toe, I'm pretty sure, is the furthest behind right now.
Yep, but I don't think he's that far behind.
He's not that far behind, and Defto is really far ahead.
Yeah, he's got a whole half a dungeon on these guys.
Wait. Does Defto not have the B key? Uh-oh.
He must have missed it on the, it must be in the center room. That's where it
It
usually
must be
is.
in the lava room, yeah.
When they miss the big key, that's where I think.
That's gotta be. Oh, no. Well, we were just talking about how far ahead he was.
That's a cost.
There goes part of that lead.
Yeah.
Yeah, there goes part of that lead.
This travel time adds up fast. Clifford.
You usually don't want to go to that chest, but
Clifford destroying Cold Stare. Can't even move. There you go. Nice work. Yep. No threat here.
Really nice fight. It's the big key. I hope he remembers to mirror. Yes, he does.
Well, Frank and Clifford are both actually going to Total Rock at the same time. So it's going to be really close, actually, assuming everyone plays well from here on out. And Clifford is the big risk. I think he needs to watch it. But he has a fairy in a bottle. I saw it. So he's got that. Finally got one, huh? Finally got a hold of one.
Defdo doesn't know this, but every second matters for him right now. He really wants to drag the team average up as much as he can right now.
The situation is if Crash Toe comes in fourth and Dev in first, then we have to figure out who has the better total time across the teams. If any other configuration happens, then we'll know instantly who won. When you say Triforce of the Gods, I think of the NES port and not the Japanese version of this game.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow, he's got that laser room down. Damn.
That was good work.
That's clean.
Crash has 5 crystals. This is his 6th. He's not
about to be 6.
Very far behind.
He's doing really well. And that was a clean Cold Stare. These guys are so good.
Yep. We're at the point in this tournament where this kind of player is getting knocked out.
Oh, coming up on... what's his name? Trinex. Getting that ice floor. Lovely. Tries to avoid the hit there from Trinex, get tapped twice for it. Trinex has 3 hearts. You want to be careful with that, he can only tank 1 more. Nice.
All told, things are still really close. The advantage right now is Devdo finished the dungeon that the other two have just begun, and his partner's right behind him, so they have an edge of a couple of minutes here.
They have an edge, but it could be as simple as Crash Toe dying or something. Could be as simple as something Red Team dying.
It could be as simple as the tile room having the big key like last race and Dev not finding it, but the red team does.
Yeah.
Because they'll both be in there at the same time, that might make a difference for him.
Yes, because Devdo has to check Ganon's tower alone while red team gets to split up.
Frank just got completely messed up by that. He should take a death. He took one whether he wanted to or not. Jeez. He was really...
Doesn't look like it was trying to, but it's probably good for him.
It was, yeah, and Chain Chomp's trying desperately to get Clifford, but they didn't succeed.
They have to going right side first. Oh boy, let's see how that works.
Clifford with 4 fairies and 1. Oh, nice work. Let's see if Clifford notices he doesn't have the big key yet. He did.
Been really worried for Def2 there. I thought he was going to forget the key, but he's good. Alright, let's see what left side has to offer.
No big key yet. Did he do the tile room?
No.
I don't want to see 2 of those in a row.
Could be what saves the day for red here, though.
It could be.
Burna. Don't think he cares too much about that game.
Clifford finally goes down, but he's got his fairy.
Ooh. Oh yes, fairies, yeah. But every death still costs time.
Yep, that's
It's a
10
short
seconds.
animation, but...
This stupid eyeball room is really mean.
Oh, there's eyeball room zero.
The
If you turn it around...
the eyes,
Shouldn't you-
sometimes they just decide they're gonna shoot when they shouldn't, and sometimes the palm doesn't work for no reason, no good reason at all. Really picky hitbox.
Yep.
I was gonna put red team in just about the same place. They're gonna finish at the same time right now. Meanwhile, Crash Toe is only 2 or 3 rooms behind him, and he's starting to catch up to him, and that's not good for him. They need to beat him solidly to stay in this.
Yep.
He got another heart. Thank God. 7 hearts. Clifford, welcome to the club.
And the health refill, too. Now you can live again and hug.
Still no big key in Ganon's tower. Dev is kind of getting the shaft on this. There it is, right as I say that. Found that big key on the left side. I figure red team will get that faster. Bought him a little bit of time.
Opens the other chest and hopes of finding another sword or, I don't know, mail or something. Doesn't
Hey,
get
he's
that
got the red
lucky,
sword.
though.
I believe that was chest 11.
He checked left side, he checked right side first, though, so that was like 15.
Yeah.
Having trouble with those mimics.
Got him.
Red team a bit shakier with laser room than Davdu was.
Yeah, they got half mana. They can clean this up faster. They gotta figure out where that key is, and they don't know.
It's in the last chest Clifford checks.
Gold sword.
Oh, damn! Green doesn't have that.
That's a small edge. Small favors. They might help.
Did Clifford set the flag?
I hope. You would think he did. Yeah, they did. Okay, well, they got gold sword. That's gonna buy him a little bit of time. And Crash might not find that. He'll know where the key is, though, so he'll be in that room faster. That's just gonna speed up Ganon a little bit, make the climb a little easier.
Yeah. It doesn't really change the climb too much.
It will only help
Ganon
with
is the match.
the boss if they. Oh, nice shield or nice cane dash.
And Crash though isn't gonna get that because Def2 didn't find it, and he's just like, okay, grab the second chest and move on.
Yep, walked right past it. Butter Sword at this point is not a big game changer. Especially when you have infinite mana on the cape, you can one cycle Ganon. It helps on Trinex. They're gonna save like 5 seconds here. That's about that's really about all it's gonna do for him. And Crash is gonna dodge that by not opening the chest at all.
Pretty easy one cycles on Gain, there's nothing you complain about.
Yeah.
Because timing is really tight with the red sword. Crashtor coming up on Trinex though, and just as he's dying on red team. He caught up quite a bit.
He did. These three are all tied. Debdo is making the difference by pulling ahead of all of them.
Yep.
That's Trinex dead for everybody, and that's Ganon's tower for these last 3 players.
Clifford's low health might really come back to bite him here.
I'd say it's making him play more careful than he needs to. Than you would like to play anyway. And it's slowing him down.
Sure.
He has to stop and get these fairies all the time. Red Tunic at the top of Ganon's tower.
Well, that's gonna help.
Frank going right
You gotta
side.
grab that key. You gotta grab that key. He's gonna have to go back for that.
At least he's
He
right
killed
there.
the mini Almanzor and didn't grab the key. Watch that chest have one. Nope. Gotta go back.
I hope he doesn't use the mirror.
Oh god, if he mirrors.
If he mirrors, he might throw the game. You know, like, if something goes wrong in this tower, there's his key.
Oh, okay.
Like, Red Team is all about Dev finishing in the next 5 minutes, you know? Like, if he doesn't do that for some reason, then they might lose.
Okay, crisis averted. Wait, why is Crashtor going right? Oh, he needs the key? Does he need a key? Oh, well, he's gotta know that better than I do.
Clifford pressing on instead of turning around.
Yep.
Here's his compass room. He's got another fairy in a bottle. Nice. Gifts from heaven here. Nice work. Nice work, game. Hooking up the dying player with what he needs. I don't think Clifford's gonna go down with 2 fairies. If I were him, I would think
Crashtor does have an advantage here, though. He knows exactly where that big key is.
yeah, he's gonna pull ahead of the 2 players on the right, actually. They're gonna have 1 and 2 at this rate. If everything goes well for him, that key knowledge is gonna help a lot. He's already caught up to Frank, who is gonna be fighting with him for 2nd place, and that's no good for that's no good for Red Team.
I got 2 down for Death Dew.
It's the Halo teabagging action going on, Zelda style.
Teabag the wizard. Crashtor coming up on that big key. As is Frank.
Clifford needs to warp back out and start over.
Yep.
Well, it's about time to call time on Dev here. We'll see if that gold sword would have helped him or not. It doesn't look like it. Looks like he's gonna force a cycle out of this. Yep. That looks good. He has to hit him 12 times with the red sword, right?
Does he have a fairy? He has a fairy from Ganon's Tower still. He also has a blue potion. Oh, he's safe. Oh, he's so safe.
Yep, he's got him. Half a heart left.
Still got a fairy, still got a blue potion. He's immortal.
Watch Clifford opening these.
Yeah, he shouldn't be. Actually, he might need that. He doesn't need that key, does he?
Maybe he wanted the heart. Maybe he wanted the big heart.
Wait, Crash is stuck. Did Crash have a...
Crash is
Did
alright.
Crash have a...
He got stuck in the room there just a little bit.
Oh, okay.
That's the end again, and Dev is finished.
Yeah, coming up on like a 134.25 or something.
$134.28. Complete.
Nice one. Yeah, Crasho is actually ahead of Frank now too. Oh no, he's not. Never mind. Never mind. He's not too far behind though, and he's ahead of Clifford.
Every second that goes by is bad for Red Team. They need to get done. They just aren't done. They need to be finishing this game up right now, and they got the whole tower to do.
Yep.
All the time between first and second is what we're going to use to compare third to see who wins. So that second place is not happening in the next like minute is really bad for Red Team. They really need somebody to have been done around the same time as Dev.
Yep. Could still see a death here. Obviously.
Yep.
That could always change this.
A couple players have fallen to Ganon in both ways that you can fall to Ganon. That kind of thing can change this.
Is always an option. Falling to Ganon is always an option. Oh, VVV music. Jesus Christ, I dig this music so much.
We've been racing this game lately.
Oh, damn, I haven't played it in forever. It was so good too.
Yep. It only takes 20 minutes if you're really fast at it to any percent. And if you want 100% it, take you about 30 or 40. Pretty quick game. And that's not even speedrun time. I'm just talking like you just picked up the game and it's been a while and just go.
Yeah.
Speedrun time's like 16 minutes. 100%.
Yep. Frank found that red mail, so that's gonna help him. I imagine Crash though is gonna pick that up too.
Yeah, I don't see any of the players dying because of these items they have. Even Clifford with 2 fairies and full heal before Ganon and all that. As long as he doesn't die right now, the gauntlet is really the only thing that could maybe get him, and he's got an automatic heal still, so...
I'm not sure if Crash though has a fairy though. The bottle that's showing is empty.
He didn't go right, I don't think, so he wouldn't have it. Unless he has a potion in his other slot, he's got just the red tunic. Clifford did die, but he's got his fairy still.
Yep.
We have seen one time the tower despawned. That would be a really stupid thing to see. I'd have to roll with it, you know, the game does what it does. That was why Crash lost, and that would make him lose.
If you absolutely want to avoid it, you can just wait for one of the torches to go out, because the game stops, it freezes up for a little bit when the door closes.
It can also happen in the Moldorm room somehow. I don't remember exactly how somebody said that happens, but it can.
Damn. Uh-oh.
Down.
Moldorm giving Crash with a problem. Bye-bye.
Moldorm gets another one. He got Historian Frank too.
Well, Frank coming up, killing Aga, coming up again. Ooh! That's the second fall on Crash though. That's what Red Team needs right now.
Yeah, they need about 20 more of those.
Or one of those on Ganon.
Yeah, Ganon would be a big deal. Moldorm, that's 15 seconds every time that happens.
Yeah. Ooh. Close. Okay, Mulder goes down. He forgot to switch to the hook shot. Not gonna waste too much time, but
The majority of land slugs have 2 pairs of feelers.
Story and Frank gonna have a much easier time once I collect. Devdu did it, and he had a red sword. But with Butter Sword, it's just easy peasy.
Yep. There's no risk here. Except for the torch knocking you off. Getting hit with the bats.
Yeah.
All they gotta do is hit him.
Actually taking a little longer on the Aga fight too. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure everyone beat him on this cycle. Oh, yeah, it does take a little longer.
Yeah, I wish Ganon had more animal trivia. You know how Zelda in Breath of the Wild is all talking about plants and shit. So Ganon should do the same
Oh,
thing.
does
He
he?
should be all about zoology.
I'm pretty sure he only says the feeler thing because Ganon looks like he has to himself.
They should go with the full nature show Ganon. That would rule. Wild buffalo can run 15 minutes after they're born.
We just need more puns now. Puns is blind
140,
sling.
18.
140-18. It's almost 6 minutes after Devdu.
Yeah, that's
Isn't
quite a bit of
looking too
time.
good. Isn't looking too good.
Not with him fighting Ganon already. This is...
Devdu does have the red sword though, to be fair, and I'm really not sure if he has a potion. Judging from how he's playing, I would argue he doesn't have a potion.
He doesn't seem to have one, but he's got the cape, and I would feel pretty safe right now myself if I had the cape.
True
And
that.
I don't know. I don't feel like Ganon's too much of a threat as long as you don't give him a hug.
He's one red bat away from dying here.
Yeah, you don't want to underestimate him. Let's not go nuts. You don't want to run out of mana either. That would be no good.
That's
Okay,
even
this-
worse because then you end up with no mana coming out of the fight, and you gotta find it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Gonna have to use
Well,
the
how did you-
lamp.
how did he dodge that bat? That's magic. Right, the easy phase.
Well, that didn't go well.
Ooh. Uh-oh. Oh, he doesn't have enough magic left. This is gonna be tight now that he doesn't have Torch Glitch. He's getting the double here though, so that's gonna help.
Yeah, he's got to hit the next. He's got a couple. He's got like 8 lamps left on him. With half mana, he's probably got plenty.
Yeah. You could have gotten an arrow in here.
I think this is over right now.
Yeah, now it's over.
No, he missed.
Oh no!
Jeez. Oh, he got one. He got one. Just one more. Just one more. He's like, oh no! Oh no!
No.
No!
No! Oh god. Oh no.
Jeez.
What was that? Crash is showing off? Yeah. Oh
He's
no.
showing off something, alright.
And now he's got really low magic. That's what I was saying. He's got to find magic now.
Yeah, he's got to go shopping. That's the fastest way to get magic right now.
Oh, that's not where you mirror.
That's not the right warp crash, please. Clifford is working on his Ganon kill. This might be closer than we thought.
Yes.
He's got a fairy for sure, right?
Yes, I think so.
He sure does.
Yeah. He played way too ballsy there to not have a fairy.
For a guy with 7 hearts or whatever, he's had a fairy all game long.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
got the
that's
double hit.
easy.
That was really nice. I hate squeezing in there to get that one. Like that. If I get the double, it's usually when he's out in the center. Like this. Oh, he's not gonna get it that time. It wasn't allowed. Clifford's done. Crash needs to go finish.
Damn, this is intense. What time does Crash need to get? Can you?
We're
do,
gonna add
do
him
you
up
have a
here.
way of figuring it out?
Yeah, now that I can add him up, I can figure it out.
Crash Show did Aghanim, so now that portal is actually coming in handy.
Nice. That might be a difference. That might be a deal
We're talking
breaker.
about that. We're saying that like an hour ago, and now it actually comes in handy.
I think Crash still has plenty of time.
I think so too. You have to get like what, a 148 or something? For them to lose? I mean, that's one more death and it's gonna get shaky. He does have 2 potions now though, so I don't see him dying.
He's still got a couple of minutes. That death was not enough.
Here comes the first potion.
He's still got like 4 minutes.
Yeah. And a red and a cape.
For him to lose, the time on the clock would have to be 150.
150, okay. 5 minutes. So he'd definitely have to eat another death if he wants to.
He'd almost have to eat
Even in
2.
danger. Yeah, if he wants to be in any danger, he'd have to at least die now again. Or fall, you know. Fall
But I'm
is
sure
probably
he
more
gave
likely.
himself more of a heart attack than he gave us. Especially since the chat in the Discord room has declared they are finished. He's not sure if he's... Now he knows he's in 4th now.
Can't seem to get the double hits. Uh-oh.
Oh!
Ooh, that gave me a heart attack. It's making it interesting.
It's over. Green team has done it.
Alright.
Green team wins for sure. 146 and 10 just about is his time. 146.03 actually.
Damn. He made that a lot more tense than it should have been.
I'm gonna pull these guys up in here. They're ready to commentate on that. Hello, everybody.
Yo!
Nice
Who
race.
won?
Nice,
Presto made it intense in the end.
nice Ganon, man. You got him.
Fuck, Ganon. I don't even know how the fucking fire hit me.
That was really close.
Hello. That was
until
extremely close.
Dev pulling ahead like he did was kind of sealing it, but the falling on Ganon made us all a little concerned because it was really close.
Yeah, it was.
4
GG's.
minute difference in the end. Good game,
GG.
guys.
4 minutes? Oh my god! Like I just opened your channel now after he finished. I was just like looking at the times, like damn.
Yeah.
GG
Average-
Clifford. GG
average
historian.
boys.
Frank.
You guys.
GG. We definitely have to do like just some fun practice races against you guys.
Definitely.
Well, that was the last standard race. Clifford, Frank, thanks for playing.
Yeah,
Did
thanks
you
for
guys-
having Get
for
any?
having
Did you
us.
guys find Gold Sword or Bug Dam or
Goldwood
something?
was on Laser Skip Bridge.
Oh, I see.
The
I
one
went and
chest
grabbed
you
the small
didn't
key
take.
and I was like, I'm out.
I died on Ganon because of you! Because you didn't tell me where the gold sword was.
It's true. We walked right past the gold sword, but that's okay.
It's true, I did.
I don't care.
It worked.
I was actually kind
now-
of hoping it would be in Gannis Tower. I
From
found
now
red
on,
mail
it's
for you,
open.
and you still managed to fail that. Well,
Yeah, the
You killed.
fire hit me, man.
I know. That fire has a
mean-
huge hitbox.
Yeah, since when fucking fire doesn't hit close?
Yeah, red tunics should protect you against fire. But thanks for having us on.
Yeah,
on
thanks
Smite.
God, boys.
Nice race.
I'm going on Overwatch.
The crystal layout was really the only bad thing about this seed, in my opinion. It was a little slow
Yeah.
because of that. That was probably
Yeah,
the
disheartening
beginning was
to
slow.
see.
Nobody wants to go into any of those pendant dungeons.
Nobody went into desert.
Me
I
going
don't
into
think. Did
Ag
anyone do
is
desert
what
at all?
Sunk us.
I was tempted to, but I was like, no.
I don't think. I think everyone ignored that one.
Yeah, we
we
didn't get
skipped
Book
it.
or Mirror till a little bit later in the seed, so.
Well,
Or Fleet.
good game, guys.
Or Fleet.
I think I do know who your opponent is because we were waiting on this match for a while. It's gonna be Dan the Enigma and Lineback versus Crashto and Dev. Next time,
Okay.
I'll make that room. You'll see it pop up soon. It'll be
Alright.
open seed.
Ooh, open, nice. Oh, in case you're wondering what I was doing at the beginning, I tried to do Houlihan Room. I have no idea why it didn't work. It should have. But...
Yeah, we saw that.
Yeah, I saw that. I think you should have kept trying, personally.
Pardon?
I think you should have kept trying, personally, and not given up.
Yeah, I wasn't. I wasn't. Too
I
worried about it.
understand not wanting. I understand
Yeah.
not wanting to spend your time with it.
Sorry about how long this match took to get sorted out.
Yeah, it took a while.
Sorry to
to
you,
get
Smite, and sorry to
everything
everybody
together.
watching us. Wanted to see it.
Oh, it's alright. I've had plenty of like some of these matches took longer than others, but I've always had 6 to 10 per week without too much trouble. So it's not
Okay.
really a big deal. Not yet. It will be in the upcoming weeks. It'll be more of a deal because we won't have a full schedule then.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
Cool.
thanks for coming.
We'll try to sort the next match out as fast as we can. That way, you're not waiting on us again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
good
am
luck the rest of the way,
working on-
guys.
I am working on
balls.
round 3 open next, so as soon as we can get that match scheduled, I'll schedule it because it's up. It's round 3 lower bracket is what I'm doing right now, so that's where you're at.
Awesome.
There's 5 of those, 6 of those actually, and then we'll be in round 4. It's open for the rest of the tournament unless the finalists agree on swordless or something. It's open for the rest of the way. But we'll
Nice.
see.
I
So,
would love to do a swordless.
Yeah, you would.
They're fun.
I've never done them, so.
Oh, then you. Well, I think my first swordless was an SRL race.
Well, I'm gonna head out for now. I'll be back on later doing Vanilla Link to the Past. I gotta do some work on it, but thanks for coming, guys. I've got your Twitch names on screen. If anybody wants to follow, there they are. Once again, thanks for playing. Good game.
Yeah, GG, guys.
GG's.
Thanks.
GG.
GG, thank you.
Thanks for commentating.